go. Hello. This is for KQ Sqrlmog here with some stupid ass bullshit that I decided to do for no reason whatsoever. I'm just making social media posts so people are alerted to the fact that I'm doing idiotic nonsense, but Saturday, Super April Butter Day. Yes, it is April Fool's, but that's not why I'm doing this. Ah, super that's bullshit. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. So, a little bit before I made the post letting people know I was going live, I stumbled upon a game on Steam called Boxroom. It's a demo. It's basically, you can take the various contents of your Steam library and put them on shelves inside a virtual room. You can also decorate that virtual room. You can make it bigger, smaller. In general, it's interesting looking. And I fiddled around with it for a little bit. It has some features that I really like. Obviously, it's very early, being a demo and all, but, you know. It has some features I like, and I decided, well, why not mess around and do that? Why not, given the fact that my Steam library has something like 2,700 games in it, why not see if I can get all of them on shelves? Why not reconstruct, say, a Blockbuster video from the 90s? Or something like that. My real desire is just to sit around and mess around and talk about video games that I have played in the past, or video games that I haven't played. There's a lot of games in my Steam library I've never played. Hello, CloudHop. And I thought, well, this is an excuse. In a lot of ways, this is the opposite of my Steam cleaning streams. This is like a Steam cluttering stream. That's actually really good. I should have gone... Why didn't I use that? Why didn't I use that line? Thank you. I should have used that line. That's a really good line. Damn. Anyway, yes, video. I can still update the stream title. I could. Maybe I will. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So yes, I'm gonna be doing that. I've gotta say, there is absolutely no point to this stream. There is no reason I'm doing this. There is nothing I'm going to reveal. Unless you're interested in the contents of my Steam library, in which case I can just, like, add you as a friend or something, but there is no reason for anybody to be watching this stream. Which is really exactly the same as it always is. But somehow people keep showing up. And I keep showing up. And you know why I keep showing up? Because I enjoy dipshittery like this. This is my jam. This is what I'm for. This is why I'm here. And this is why you're here. And you're here because I'm here. So if you weren't here, I wouldn't be here. Really, this is your fault. Anyway, yeah. Alright. Let me just Okay. Let me pull you folks down. So I have a slot open already. But I don't think there's anything in it. Also, the devs seem to know who their audience is. Demo players get a free lava lamp. That's cute. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make a new room. I'm gonna call it Stream Room. And we're gonna delete this old room because I don't care about it. Anyway, here's what you get default out of the box. Turn on the lamp. It's a room. In build mode, you can take these windows right off the wall, I think. No, I'm wrong. They have to stay. I'll be damned. Wait. Nope, I'm wrong. You can yank them off the wall. So now we're in a blank, windowless prison. Obviously the correct place to be. And we have our sampler catalog of various miscellaneous stuff. I feel like what I'm going to do is delete the default game box. We're going to put more down in a minute. Right now, I'm going to make this room a bit bigger. Okay. We are probably still good. Can I make it taller? No. Okay. We are probably still going to need more room, but, you know. Looks weird. I don't like this. Alright, nope. The first thing we have to do is ignore all these shelves. Let's make the walls grape-colored. We'll put in one window. And we need this sort of shitty blockbuster floor carpeting. Is there anything else we immediately need? Maybe another lamp. Oh. Actually, instead of the purple paint, let's use this purple wallpaper. Alright. Paint the whole room. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Let's put a window in over here. Just one. Let's not get greedy. Alright, now we have the beginnings of... Alright, now we have the beginnings of a room. Can I just... Spotlighting. Okay. So, first off... I mean, I really like the carpet. That really ties the room together. I don't think we need this, either. Let's get rid of this. Die, desk. Die, chair. Die, chair. Die. Alright, we will start off with this niche here. This is where we're going to put shelves. We need big, tall shelves. Will this work? Oh. It helps if the object is, like, facing you. Yeah, there we go. I don't seem to be able to put this up against the wall. It has to be out in the middle a little bit. Well, in that case, never mind. Let's use the bigger, wider shelves. And we're gonna place them out a little bit from the wall. We're just gonna have a bank of these shelves. But we're gonna want enough room to walk around behind them. Alright. So we've started our like, blockbuster-like. Cool. Now let's get some game boxes. We'll start with those over here. And I don't know how it chooses what game boxes to put up. One moment. How do I put this down? Exit bill. Okay. I don't know how it chooses what game boxes to pick. It just kind of chooses random ones. But there is one more thing I kind of want in my, ideal game room now that I think about it. Where's my catalog? Alright, we want posters. We want both large and medium posters. And we want the framed variety as well. Let's slap up a couple of these. Large. Yeah, those will do. Some framed posters. Couple of unframed posters. There we go. We'll fill those in later. Alright. Let's grab a couple game boxes. What have I got? Left 4 Dead 2. Yeah, I was never really much of a fan of Left 4 Dead. Like, it was okay, but I always played it as a single-player experience, and it's really woefully lacking as one of those. Yeah. Left 4 Dead was okay, and I think I got Left 4 Dead 2 for like 99 cents. It's not really that great. What else we got in here? The Raven, Legacy of a Master Thief. Chilling crime adventure in 3 chapters. Someone spoiled this for me. That's the thing. That's why I've never played this one. I was talking about the game and how excited I was to play it sometime. And the person I was talking to was like, "Oh, that's the mystery where..." Ending spoiler. We are no longer friends. So that can go on the shelves. You didn't think these were going to go in any kind of order, did you? You didn't think I was going to, like, alphabetize them. That would be ridiculous. Meanders. I don't think I've actually played this one. Oh, wait, yes, I have. This is a fun one. You attempt to get the ball. You basically just attempt to get a ball in a hole over and over again. But it's charming and ridiculous, and I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, these are just going up at random. This too is golf. It kind of is. Sniper Elite. Never really played it. I think this is the one where you can shoot Hitler in the balls. If it isn't, it should be. I think more sniper games should let you shoot people in the balls. Specifically Hitler, but anybody's good. Champions Online. God, I spent so long playing this game. I spent ages playing this game, actually. Um, Genuinely fun. I kind of miss it. I would have this box art in my room if I could. I like it, actually. So that's what the poster frames and all are for. And like it makes me realize how many box arts out there would look good on the wall. And I can't have that because well, I think it's too bright in here actually. Hold on. Oh yeah, that helps. Damn. A story about my uncle. I did play this. You grapple hook around and it's very post-portal platformer puzzle. The thing is, you have to listen to the narrator talk because he is telling you a story about his uncle. And there was a scene that really soured me on the game where I got into a level and the narrator was talking like, I realized that when I fell from the high cliff previously, and I was trying to, do platforming, and I realized suddenly my grappling hook didn't work anymore. I had broken my grappling hook and I plunge off a cliff and die. Like, talk faster, man. Deliver me this information in a more timely fashion, please. Oh, wait. Ian Livingston's Death Trap Dungeon. Oh, man. Don't you want, like, the guy from Breaking Bad or whatever the fuck this is just staring at you judgmentally while you play a video game? I think I should stream this someday. It's an interactive. It's this guy sitting in a chair, and he's reading you even Ian Livingstone's Death Trap Dungeon, the game book, and you have to make choices, and he's like an interactive narrator. I love goofy FMV shit like that. It's great. Just look how judgmental he is, though. Like, he knows you're gonna play Death Trap Dungeon. He knows you don't know what you're fucking doing. Quantum Break from Remedy Entertainment. This is part of their big, like, Alan Wake cinematic universe and stuff. Speaking of FMV, this has, like, a whole bunch of FMV, television episodes in it. Like, a half hour or so per. I don't know how you stream that. Are you allowed to stream, like, television videos? That seems weird. Mars First Logistics. Here's a game I'm interested in. You build these crawler things to manipulate objects. It's neat looking. I'd like to play it sometime. It's on the to stream list. How am I picking posters? I'm gonna replace these posters later. I know I am. I'm probably never gonna get around to these. What's this one? Jagged Alliance 3. I bought this because I love Jagged Alliance 2. I never actually played this one. At some point, I really should. I hear it's not very good, though. I don't know. Infra. This gets talked about a lot in spaces I'm in. This is a game where you are, as it says, a structural analyst. This is a game where you're like a building inspector. And you go around with your camera and you take photos of stuff that just ain't up to code. Like, if there's a rusty pipe, you should take a photo of that because it's got drinking water routed through it. Or if there's, like, crumbling concrete, you should take a photo of that. Or insufficient railing. The thing is, apparently, it draws you into a whole, like, conspiracy plot line. I don't know if I'm as interested in that as I am in just photographing shit that's incorrect. But, you know, could be fun. Head Snatchers. I don't know what this is. A up to 4-player local and online multiplayer party game. No wonder I've never played it. Man, this can just go on the floor. Fuck you. Nah, alright, we'll put it on a shelf. Wait, what was that? Black Desert. This is an MMO. And I enjoyed it for a while. There's a new game out called Crimson Desert from the same people. Apparently it had a piece of AI art in it, and it was a placeholder, quote-unquote, but I'm still vaguely interested in it. It sounds like the kind of maximalist experience that I would like to play, but, you know, AI art, so fuck them, I guess. If they patch it out, maybe I'll take another look. Guilty Gear! Fuck yeah, Guilty Gear. I love button mashing. You rock. I love button mashing. I button mash all the time in Guilty Gear. It's great. That looks good on the wall, doesn't it? Like, that would look great on a wall. I wish I had a Guilty Gear poster. I mean, you know, not like... Oh. These are uneven, aren't they? I left a bigger gap between this one than I did this one. Huh. Oh well. You don't know Jack? You don't know Jack was my childhood. It's just a bunch of dumb trivia questions. I think people know it from the Jackbox nowadays. It's a bunch of dumb trivia questions. I blame You Don't Know Jack as part of the reason why I don't have a college diploma. We installed a bunch of the You Don't Know Jack games on computers in the back of the lab, and we would just play that instead of doing literally anything else. Like actually getting our college diplomas. That's probably the wrong thing to do. Don't do that. But it was a fun game. Really fun. Better with friends, but what isn't, I guess. The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I'm not putting this one on the wall. Good old Poop Baby Adventures. I was skeptical about this one at first, but it is actually fun. Spelunks and the Caves of Mount Pseudo. This is an early... This is a very early Cyan adventure game. You would know Cyan as the people who did Myst, Riven, Exile, Myst 4, Myst 5, Uru. It's good. It's good. It's good stuff. Onirism. Yeah. Onirism is a game about a little girl beating the absolute hell out of monsters with a baseball bat. I beat Binding of Isaac's initial unlocks on first try and over. Yeah, I did do that. I have since tried to do it again, and I couldn't. So, you know, you can feel good about that, I guess. Onirism is a great game. Size matters. Yes, it does. You play as a scientist who is shrinking every second in a race against time. This feels like somebody's fetish. Probably is. I mean, you can set your starting player height. That's gotta be somebody's fetish. Man, I think maybe I shouldn't have put the, I think maybe I shouldn't have put the window over there or something. Or I shouldn't have put so much light in this room. Everything is so fucking reflective. Hold on. Oh god, they have 3. I'm gonna turn these off. Maybe we don't need this much light. Hey, it's Final Fantasy! Everybody knows and loves Final Fantasy. And if you don't love Final Fantasy, I will come to your house and beat you up. Oh no, wait. Is there enough space for one more game? You don't love Final Fantasy? I'm gonna come to your house and beat you up. Dawn of War! I don't actually know anything about this. This is a real-time strategy game. I think I got the whole set in some other thing. I should play that someday. Maybe. Like the stories, but not the gameplay. I love the gameplay. I really do. Dungeons and Dragons Online. I still play the fuck out of this sometimes. Every now and then I'll reinstall and make a new character. It's a very, very, very old school MMO. Can't believe it! I'm a cartoon character. I swing big hammers. Sea Legends, Phantasmal Light. Speaking of fucking Phantasmal Light, where is it all coming from? Is it because... Hold on. Getting rid of the goddamn window. World End Economica. I've never played this. This is a visual novel from the author of Spice and Wolf, and that's why I grabbed it. First episode out of a 3-part sci-fi economic thriller visual novel set on the moon. Well, shit, I should play that sometime. An economic thriller set on the moon sounds like my shit. Why haven't I played this? One interesting thing about this game. About this game, yeah. About this, This is Kingdom. I think I got this free off Humble Bundle or some shit. One interesting thing is that you can, click play on here. And it will presumably play the game. I don't know for sure that it will do that. But it's interesting that you could use this as like a launcher. This feels like the least efficient launcher known to mankind. Nuclear Throne. Now, this is a good game. Sometimes I get sucked into this for hours. Just trying to mash through it. I still haven't. Ah! No! Okay. Half-Life Blue Shift. You probably own Blue Shift if you own Half-Life. It's okay. It's Gearbox. Pin up favorite games to quick launch and hang with friends in VR. That would be nice. Cairo! This is a very gray game. It's very brutalistic. I don't think I ever solved most of this one. There's a lot of stuff in here that I don't think I ever actually figured out. Maybe I should add this to my 2 playlists sometime. Play it again. Oh, I left a gap. There. It does bother me a little that there's a little bit of a gap at the end of the shelf, but eh. Ah. No. Put down. 1000X Resist. I've been told this is fucking fantastic. I've been told that this is one of the best games of the... This keeps making best games of the year 2024 lists. I know almost nothing about it. Chosen to die, chosen to suffer. It looks cool. I mean, I'm not gonna say it doesn't. Clearly I need to play that. There's a lot of games that I need to play. I gotta catch up on a lot of stuff. Tales from Candlekeep, Tomb of Annihilation. I did play this. This is a board game. Which means that it's not that fun to play by yourself. But I did finish it. But yeah, I would love to turn this place into an arcade. This is great. I'm so happy to be here. Look at this. This is Tomb Raider. Do you like Tomb Raider? I like Tomb Raider. From 1996. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm old as fuck. Why am I so old? I don't know. Metro, Last Light Redux. This is, first-person shooter. It is the year 2034, and everything is fucked. We're gonna file that under non-fiction then, shouldn't we? Oops. Keep taking the box. Science Girls! This is... I've had this for years. I keep thinking I should actually play it. But who actually plays their video games? I mean, look at this. I'm having fun just putting video games on the shelf. Pop-up Dungeon. Triple B Titties. Titles. A tactical roguelike RPG inspired by our favorite tabletop games. I like to create any ability, item, villain, hero, and game imaginable. Well, that's ambitious. I don't know if I've ever played this. Visions of Mana. Now, I know I'm going to play this. This is on my... Why is there a gun on the box? Yeah, this is on the to-play list. I'm hoping to... I know for a fact that this one's on the picker wheel. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Damn, that looks good! Doesn't that look good? That looks great! Why the fuck don't I have an actual poster of this game? You should be able to order posters of box art off Steam. Like, you give them like $6 and they mail you a tube with art on it. No, not art on it, art in it. Put the art in the tube and mail it to me. Yes, do that. Gish by Edward McMillan. Again, the Binding of Isaac guy. You can tell. Gish has one notable thing to me. Every time you enter a secret area, it goes, secret, at you. And, I've started doing that when I enter secret areas in other video games. Am I breathing? Hold on, I'm not touching anything. Why is my viewpoint slowly wobbling around? Do I have asthma? You sway. I do sway. Okay, well, whatever. Legacy of Kain Defiance. I was on a real Legacy of Kain. Raziel is going to fucking get you. I was on a real Legacy of Kain kick for a while. I played through most of the games. There's a new 2D side-scroller. Apparently it's terrible, which is a shame. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Anyway, apparently the new Legacy of Kain game is fucking terrible, which makes me sad. But, you know. Hit a print shop and give them $5. Well, that seems like it's too easy a solution now, doesn't it? Deadbolt. An extremely challenging stealth action hybrid that allows you to take control of the Reaper and quell the recent undead uprising. Seasons don't fear the Reaper. Nor do the wind, the sun, and the rain. Sudeki! I've always wanted to play this. You can tell that it is an early, This was an early Xbox game. And I don't really know much about it, come to think of it. No, some of them have eyes, and I don't know why. Some of them have swords, some of them have guns, and some of them have eyes. And I don't really know what the difference is. Action, RPG, no, no. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. Can play Displate and get one of their metal ones. That would be nice, I guess. Half-Life Deathmatch. You can kill somebody... Actually, Half-Life Deathmatch. This was like... before Source. I think the Half-Life Deathmatch was the last time I was really engaged in any kind of deathmatch at all. I was really hot for Action Quake 2, which was this... It was a Quake 2 mod that attempted to replicate the feel of like a John Woo movie. You know, you got two guns in your fists and you're diving off roofs and some guy comes through the door of a sawed-off shotgun and blows your friend across the room. All that kind of stuff, you know. I was really into that, and they were making Half-Life, Action Half-Life, which would have been the same thing, except apparently it was way harder to work in the Source engine than they thought it would be. So the Action Half-Life project kind of wandered off into shit I wasn't interested in, like this sort of multiplayer versus team-based thing, and it was objective-based, and that one side had a bomb and the other side had to defuse it. Anyway, that was Counter-Strike, and I thought it fucking sucked because it wasn't Action Half-Life. I think people liked Counter-Strike, though. A couple people did, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it wasn't for me. So that was the last time I was really involved with multiplayer stuff at all. Time Mysteries Inheritance. This has that guy who has the text-to-speech voice that sounds just fucking atrocious. I love it. Good old-fashioned jank before AI got involved. That's what matters. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. You're, like, Dingo Fett or whatever his fucking name is, and... yeah, I've never played this one either. Why do I own so many games I've never played? It's because of all the bundles. There was a period where they were just putting bundles in left and right, and, I would buy, like, all the bundles, because it was more games. And I guess that was wrong. Someday I'll play them, though. Like, if you can see a game, it's possible I'll play it one day. Minute was good. I have played this. 60 seconds at a time. It's like a race against time. You're constantly trying to open up new ways to go, new information. It's just really good. I liked Minute a lot. Fall of the New Age Premium Edition. This is another hidden object game. This will probably be showing up on stream. I love hidden object games. Hidden object games are just fun for me. Dead Rising 2. Yep, I played most of this. Capcom Vancouver. Huh. I didn't know Vancouver made video games. Vancouver does everything, doesn't it? Like, it's where they set the X-Files, it's where they set Stargate, they make video games. It's a little bit of everything. Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers. This was my Balatro alternative for a while. It's a blackjack roguelike with stupid cards. It's good. I liked it. Aradon. The Legacy of the Kurai Odin. I don't think I've played this one. This is a Metroidvania, I think. God, I wish I could see some of these screens. No, this is an RPG. Huh. This should go on the list. I'll add that when I'm done here. Lost Grimoires 2. She is going to fucking get you. I don't know where the get you meme originated, but every time I see somebody reaching for the viewer like that, that's what I think of. Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. Which one is this? Second chapter. Nah, sorry, man. Ah. God, that's cool. I'm such a fucking anime loser nerd, and I love it. Multiverses! I actually really enjoyed this game. This was the Warner Brothers attempt at making a Smash Brothers. And they had, you know, like Superman versus Shaggy versus Jake Adventure Time versus Gizmo from Gremlins and all that shit. It was pretty good. I liked it. They tried to sell microtransactions and nobody was buying, so it went down. I think there's a mod that lets you play it offline now, and I may have that mod installed. I'm not actually sure whether I remember to grab that. Eh. It was good. I don't really understand why it failed. Wolfenstein, The Old Blood, and Machine Games can do no wrong. Core Keeper. $2024? I own this? Oh, right. This was, again, in a humble bundle. And, it's a video game. Gemcraft. I think this is the boyfriend's. I think this belongs to the wolf. Tower defense. Yeah, I don't play tower defense. Tower defense is not my genre. Gemcraft, I think, is fine. Monster Hunter Stories. I will play this. Monster Hunter Stories is very much a video game. It's got dragons in it. I played the demo of Monster Hunter Stories 3 recently, and I was surprised at the extent to which I enjoyed it. I made a character with, like, minty bobble hair, and it carried me. It carried me. God, what? Wait a minute, why? Do you notice how if it's at the edge of the screen, the shelves are kind of slanted away? It's like I've got a fucking fishbowl over my head. It's like I got the fisheye lens. Womp womp. And all the ladies and men's, they know everything is better with a fisheye lens. They say bwomp bwomp. The field of view is enormous. It is. I feel huge. Oh my god, why can I jump? I'm stepping on my video games. Damn. Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation. It's another Tomb Raider. Look, Lara Croft is looking at herself. She's like, how many more polygons did I develop over the last 4 years? You remember when it would take like 4 years to put out a new Tomb Raider? Or you could have like 4 Tomb Raiders in 4 years or whatever. And now they can't squeeze out a Final Fantasy in like 14 years? Ooh, Automaton Long. I was thinking about this game the other day. I found a big video essay on it. And I linked to the creator that time I found that weird Harold's Walk Easter egg on stream. I'm kind of curious if they'll say if they have any opinion on it or what. Like, I don't know why I did that, to be honest. It seemed like they might care. Black Sad. This is a furry comic book, Telltale-like game. I have read some of the comic. It is very bleak and noir. I fully expect the game to also be bleak and noir. I'm down with that. The field of view is fucking enormous now that you mention it. God! I feel like my head is huge! I feel like one of those frog creatures. Shadow Warrior! This game's kinda... This game kinda sucks nowadays, I'm gonna be honest. It is very much a Duke Nukem 3D alike. And I think we can do better nowadays. Dark Void Zero. I like this one, though. This was, what? So Dark Void was this game about having a jetpack and flying around and fighting aliens. And as a goof, Capcom did this, NES-style spin-off that turned out to be better than the game itself. Defunct. Oh yeah, I remember this. You're a robot. You're rolling downstairs. You're not downstairs. You're rolling down hills. You have one giant wheel. I bought this because it looked a lot like Rocket, Robot on Wheels, and it's just not as good as that game. Partisans 1941. Real-time tactics game with stealth elements. Set on the Eastern Front. Huh. This had to be a bundle. I would normally not buy that. Sam and Max, Beyond Time and Space. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sam and Max are great. Sam and Max are my favorite thing in adventure gaming. Metal Gear Solid, The Phantom Pain. I have not actually played this. I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 4 or 5. And I know 4 is coming to the PC. Touhou. Oh yeah, this is that game with all of the girls who shoot at each other. Actually, I don't think I've played this. No, I don't think I've played. I should play this. I'll add this to my list. So it's been almost an hour, and we have 3 shelves filled. That's pretty good. Kane and Lynch 2. It was alright. It was okay. I think the first was better. They went a little too grind art house sort of thing. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Fuck yes. This is high on my list of 2 plays. This is, a Jet Set Radio-like, sort of. Hey, it's Final Fantasy IV. Final Fantasy IV, or Final Fantasy II at the time, was like the second one I played. Yes, obviously. Can't believe I said that. But anyway, I played it when it was Final Fantasy II. I thought it was good. I was too young to really understand it, but, like, the cousin who showed it to me was all, you won't get this game. It involves a lot of reading and understanding and talking to people and... What do you mean there's a fucking treasure in the river? How did you find that? You're just pushing buttons. And like, no man, I played Final Fantasy 1. I played all the way through that game. I know what I'm fucking doing, asshole. Ace Combat 7. I love the Ace Combat series. Have not played this one, or... I have played 6. I think they're up to Ace Combat 8 now. Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. I loved this game. This was a Diablo-style loot-em-up. And I thought it was great. One of my favorites. A lot of people will call it really boring. Perfect Date. I haven't played this because it is one of those parody visual novels, I think, and honest to God, I'm so fucking sick of those. If anybody tries to do that for April Fools this year, I'm gonna feed them their own testicles. I will. I'll do it. Toho, Luna Knights. Damn, that's good art of Sakura. Sayaka. This, is actually on my to playlist in part because Shateri requested it. Shateri asked, like, specifically for this one before I even had it, and I was like, okay, I guess. Now that I'm interested in Toho, we'll see where that goes. A Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma is fun as fuck. That game has so much stuff in it that just does not need to be there. Look, there's just... It's so big, and there's no reason for it. I love that kind of maximalist game design, honestly. Like, I genuinely love the Assassin's Creed style game design where you put everything into the video game. Fly Knight is a Dark Souls-ish game that I've really got to play. It keeps coming up on the wheel and I keep missing it. Dordone. I'm actually very excited about this one. It is a French narrative game about exploring your old childhood house. It looks somewhat depressing and somewhat colorful, and I'm very excited. Island Saver. I wrote a scathing review of this. This is a game about cleaning up litter on beaches and helping animals that are soaked in oil. And I pointed out that, like... Yeah, the Corpos, the one that's, like, sponsored by banks. And publishers, National Westminster Bank. Yeah, I did some research into Westminster Bank, and I was like, hey, these animals that are covered in oil, did you know that Westminster Bank is one of the biggest sponsors of... Well, anyway, it still gets, like, positive bumps on Steam. I don't know. I think I was cooking, but Noctropolis. Jesus Christ. This is a great, terrible game. It is a point-and-click adventure game that revolves around your character being, like, getting isekai'd into a comic book. And it is nonsense, but it is fun nonsense. There are some FMV titties in it, so I'm a little unsure if I want to stream it, but, like, it's just ridiculous. Planescape Torment. What can change the nature of a man? $29.99 DLC. Hotshot Racing. This is fun. Like, you would think I wouldn't have played this, but it's an Outrun-like, and I love me an Outrun-like. I should play more of that, actually. I should reinstall that. Dear Esther. Do you remember when this game was controversial? I'm gonna open a bottle of water, by the way. I apologize if that gave you, like, ASMR. Do you remember when this game was controversial? Like, oh, it's a walking simulator. That's not a real genre. Yeah, bitch. Well, now it is. Somebody has to be the first one to do the thing, you know? And I think it did fine. Weaving Tides. Oh, yeah, I gotta play this one, too. This is a game... Yeah. Dive into a magical world on the back of your own carpet dragon. Left 4 Dead. Do you think I ought to, like, take Left 4 Dead 2 and put it down here? Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna grab something. Wah! Ribbon, the sequel to Myth. That can go up here. Okay. Pseudo Regalia. Yeah. That goat lady has done so much for the furry fandom. Bless her. Saints Row 4. I haven't actually played this one. I played Saints Row 1 through 3. Saints Row 3 was I feel like Saints Row 3 marks the exact point where they stopped caring about the narrative. It definitely marks this point where I stopped caring about the narrative. Train station renovation. Huh. I should play this. I do like renovators. I do like, fixing stuff up. Sherlock Holmes, consulting detective, the case of the mystified murderess. What would this look like on the wall? Hold on, I gotta see. He just looks so confused to be here. Sherlock, are you the mystified murderess? Colonial conquest. A little on the nose there, aren't we? I don't remember why I own this. I think this must have been in a bundle. Dead Rising 2? Yeah. Where was Dead Rising? Or the other Dead Rising? It was here somewhere. I do not remember. Oh well. It's not really that important. Can I kraut? Yeah. Hmm. I'm sure we had it. I just don't see it. Well, that's fine. Not everything needs to go in order. Alan Wake. I loved Alan Wake. I have yet to play Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake has heard of authors that use subtlety, and they're all cowards. Asterix and Obelix XXL 2. I haven't played this. I hear this is a collectathon platformer based on some Belgian comic books. They look good. Luminous Remastered. I have definitely played this. This, Tetsuya Mizuguchi, the fellow who made Rez. This is his Tetris-like. It's fucking amazing. And when I say this is his Tetris-like, I'm not counting Tetris Effect, which is also his Tetris-like. Probably a better Tetris-like, actually. The Inner World. This is a point-and-click adventure. I should add this to the playlist. See, I'm finding all kinds of things I forgot I owned. Like Bee Simulator. Gosh, that looks gorgeous. I should try that. Rez Infinite. Hey, speaking of Rez, Rez is great. Trance Vibrator not included. Hidden Object Bundle 6 in 1. What the hell is happening here? I don't know. Beat Hazard 2. I've played quite a bit of this. Beat Hazard is good if you just want to like vibe for a while. Eiyuden Chronicles. Fun story. The Kupo, who hangs out here on stream sometimes, gifted me the Switch version of this, and then explicitly said, do not play this on the Switch, it will crash. So I bought it on Steam. I'm not sure what to do with the Switch version now. Anachronox! God, look at these blocky ass Quake heads. This is a This is a Japanese-style RPG made in the Quake 2 engine. It's great. I never finished it. I played about like 75% of it, and I lost my save because it's an incredibly buggy game. Cosmic Osmo and the Worlds Beyond the Mackerel. I remember when this was one of the first announced games for the SNES CD-ROM. This and The Seventh Guest were two games that Nintendo wanted you to know were coming for the SNES CD-ROM, which, obviously became the PlayStation, and I don't think either of those games ever came out on the PlayStation. So, what the fuck? I don't know what to say about that. Seems like an oversight. Killer is Dead Nightmare Edition. I never played this. Suda51. I should play this. Mondo Zappa. Yeah, that's a Suda51 name, alright. Road Warden. I dabbled with this. Moral Anxiety Studio. It sure is, bitch. I dabbled a little in this. It's a mixture of a text adventure. And no, it really is mostly a text adventure. And a survival game. Hey, it's Final Fantasy VI. This is everybody's favorite Final Fantasy. Except for people who are wrong. I'm kidding. Or am I? I'm kidding. Crisis 2? I did like the Crisis games. They're very military, but they allow you to pick people up and throw them. And that's not something you can usually do in the military. Unless you're very large. And if you're very large, you probably aren't in the military. Because you have better things to do with your life. Like, be a bouncer. That was Halo. Halo is Halo. It's Halo-y. Memoria by Daedalic Entertainment. I tried to play this game once. And it made my video card so hot, my PC, shut itself down. I never tried to play it again. Fighting Fantasy Death Trap Dungeon Trilogy. This is the actual game books. As you can probably tell, I enjoy the Death Trap Dungeon games. It's really great playing game books when you have a shitty memory. Because, when you have a shitty memory, it's all new to you every time. It's like a roguelike, except it's printed in text. Big screen beta. I remember when I remember, using VR headsets. It's weird, because you could probably run this in big screen beta. If you really wanted to. Not for broadcast. This is a British satirical FMV video editing game. I have yet to really fuck with it. Hey, it's another Tomb Raider. The Angel of Darkness. This is the one that killed the series for a long time. It released, 85% finished. But look at the difference here. Hold on. Look at the difference here. That's some difference. Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star. Someday I will play the Hatoful Boyfriend games. The thing is that I want to stream them, but I'm terrified of someone just wandering in and spoiling them. So I'm still thinking about what to do with that. Japanese school life. What the hell is this? Oh, learn Japanese culture and customs. Right, with anime girls. That makes sense. Defense Grid, The Awakening. This is not mine. Amnesia Memory. This is mine. This is an Idea Factory game. It is a somewhat infamous visual novel. Like, one of the romantic paths involves, like, the person you're seeing romantically, locking you in a giant dog kennel cage. And just keeping you as a pet. And that's one of the romantic branches. And the thing is that they had, like, action figure... Well, not action figures. Collectible figurines. And one of them came with the dog cage, and I found that very amusing. Xenu! I love this series. I really do. I'm looking forward to the next one. Secrets of Grindia. I'm gonna play the hell out of this at some point. Old school action RPG, co-op support for 4 players. I'm not gonna have 4 players, but I am gonna play the game. We finished a full shelf. That's a full shelf of video games. Video games are video games. Let's keep looking. Golf with your friends. This is mine. Every now and then I do play something with at least one person I know. Grow Song of the Evertree. Oh man, that's good box art. This was gifted to me by Windchaser. And again, I should add that to the list. I'm not sure why it isn't on there. Crosscode is, however, on the list. I hear this is great. Except from people who hate it, which I do know a few. It's either the best game ever or it fucking sucks and you hate it. Mini Metro. Shrug. Chroma Squad. I did play through this. I did play through and enjoy Chroma Squad. It is a tactical RPG about running a tokusatsu show. It is explicitly about running a Sentai show. Haim Saban got involved because he's a fuckshit. Fuck Haim Saban. Sabin. Whatever his name is. Fuck him. He got involved because he owns the Power Rangers rights, and anything that looks like Super Sentai is actually Power Rangers. According to him. Hey, Tomb Raider 3! I think this one, visually, is a step backwards. Killing Floor. I did play a little bit of this. Mostly solo. So I can't really comment on it. When you play a multiplayer game solo, you really lose. Playable teaser. Oh, we're into demos. Okay. When you play a multiplayer game solo, you really lose the ability to complain about it, you know? Like, it's not made for that. Cal the Kangaroo, round 2. I like the Cal the Kangaroo series. I have all of them. But I have most of them on GOG. I think I have the most modern Cal the Kangaroo. It was really good. Team Fortress 2. I stopped playing this one after, one of my mouse buttons stopped working at exactly the correct time for me to have used a medic ult. Like, I should have invincibled somebody, and I couldn't because my mouse button broke. I logged out that night, and I never logged into the game again. I never played it again. This is the 2013 Shadow Warrior. This is much better than the other Shadow Warrior, in my opinion. Well, it's certainly more modern. I guess if you prefer old-style FPS games, you would prefer the Duke Nukem style one. Dunno. Shantae! Would you believe I've never played a Shantae game? I should. Brings hair whipping belly dancing to your pee. Aw, man, my pee. Why are you gonna hair whip my pee? Don't do that. Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain 2. Nah, this can stay off. Well. Bomber Crew. I did dabble around with this. It's a very FTL coded game. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't know if it's for me though. Zephyr of Thieves Melody definitely is for me though. Like this one I bought immediately after playing the Steam demo on Next Fest. And I thought it was really good. Splintered. This is sort of a roguelike randomizer JRPG. I've yet to play it. It is on the list to stream. Shit. Put that back. Put that back. Oh, here's Dark Void. You remember I mentioned the jetpack game from Capcom that, like, just wasn't that great? Well, here it is. Still not that great. Secret World Legends. Fuck, this still makes me mad. So, the Secret World was this MMO that had a unique setting, like a very modern day style setting. The idea was that all conspiracies were true, X-Files bullshit, etc. It made you solve puzzles with an in-game web browser. It made you, like, actually think. And it wasn't doing too well because they kept having to bump back and delay the fourth chapter expansion that they kept talking about. So when it started to fail out, they decided, oh shit, we have to remake this game as a dumbed down action RPG that's still an MMO for some reason. I don't understand it at all. They made it worse in every way. And I'm still mad. I'm still kind of mad. Elden Ring. I have like 30 hours in this game. I consider myself to have just been like scouting and practicing. Someday I'll play it for real. The Bard's Tale trilogy. The old trilogy of original first-person dungeon crawlers. I still really like The Bard's Tale. I think it's a really good game. Hard as fuckballs. Very grindy nowadays. But the idea is that you're supposed to be, you know, mapping and learning where to go. Oh, hey, speaking of hard as fuck, Starship Titanic. Starship Titanic, written by Douglas Adams, attempted to use a natural language parser for talking to the various robots on the titular starship. That parser did not work. Nobody on this spaceship understood what the fuck you were talking about. Like, Starship Titanic was the closest we had for a long time to, like, ChatGPT, and it was just as prone to making up what it thought you were saying. Paradigm! This is on my to playlist. It is a weird adventure game about being an alien with a giant head tumor. I don't know why. The Room. This is actually not the infamous movie. This is, point-and-click puzzle adventure game where you basically solve puzzle boxes. If there's a puzzle box, I will solve it. If you hand me a puzzle box, I will attempt to solve it. Dex, a cyberpunk... Yeah, a 2D side-scrolling open-world cyberpunk RPG with focus on exploration and non-linear gameplay. I really like these back-of-the-box summaries that it generates off the Steam page. Like, they're very punchy. I should play Dex. Dishonored 2. I did play Dishonored 1. I'm waiting to play Dishonored 2 until I want a game that's a lot like Thief, but cooler. Fabled Lands. Hey, you remember I was talking about game books like Fighting Fantasy? Fabled Lands was the first open world RPG I can think of that was published in books. Like, every now and then you would bump up against a border, and it would be like, to continue your adventure, open Fabled Lands Book 4, Entry 223 or whatever. And I thought that was cool as hell. Unfortunately, I think only like 6 out of 10 books they wanted to do got published. But now they're publishing them in virtual form, and those unpublished books are getting written. And I think that's really cool. Hello, Penguin. So it's like finally, this is living up to its potential. Like, decades later. And I think that's so great. Evoland! This is a weird little one. Evoland is like... It's sort of a Final Fantasy VII parody, but it's also a parody of RPGs in general. Like, it starts out as a pixel art RPG in Dragon Warrior style, and then past a certain point in the plot, it bumps up to, SNES level, and then it becomes like a Final Fantasy VII parody. You know, it's cute. They made a sequel, and I'm not sure they needed to do that. Oh, Superliminal is very on my to-play list. I played through this once, years ago. Probably when it first came out, 2020. So, obviously I have forgotten everything about it. But Superliminal is very on my to-play list. It's a dreamlike, Portal-style, first-person puzzle game. I don't remember a damn thing about it, except that. A Sonic Frontiers. We had a good time going through this one. I still think about the music in Sonic Frontiers. Yeah, I would want a Sonic Frontiers poster. Maybe we should get more posters. Hold on. We should get more posters. Couple more here. Couple more here. I want another little framed one. Can I... I want another little framed one. Yeah. Couple unframed ones right here. Yeah, okay. But yeah, how you doing, Penguin? Ah, God damn it, stop doing that! Mighty Number 9! Hey, everybody remember Mighty Number 9 from, Inafune? Was gonna save the world, because Kickstarter games are so back? Boy, fucking howdy, that didn't work out, did it? Blade Kitten, though. Blade Kitten is good shit. I gotta play through Blade Kitten someday. Blade Kitten is by the guys who made Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, Chrome Studios. And it's based on, like, the creator's webcomic. And he basically rode this thing out so hard. it almost bankrupted the studio. And then, when they got out of bankruptcy and started making games again, he immediately announced the sequel. Fucking Chad behavior. Operencia, the Stolen Son. You remember Zen Studios, the Pinball FX guys? Did you know they made a first-person dungeon crawler? Yeah, neither does anyone else, because it was one of the first Epic Games Store exclusives. And so nobody knows about this game at all. It's great. Nobody's played it, because Epic. That's on my 2-stream list. Story is the Path of Destinies. Would you believe this is a fox? This is another one of those time loop style games where, like... Yeah, filled with madcap fantasy tales told by a zippy narrator. Yeah, no, this game is depressing as fuckballs. Do not trust this man. Little Big Workshop. I don't know anything about this. I don't think I've ever played it. I have no idea what that is. Sea Raft. Oh, heh. This is a, it generates dungeons based on your hard drive, which is cool, but, that means I'm never streaming it. I don't want you folks knowing what's on my hard drive. That's my business. Hearts of Iron 4 by Paradox. This had to be a bundle. Paradox Interactive is like hardcore war simulators with 10 billion DLC. What the fuck is a Peaky Blinder? That's something somebody made up. What is that? Based on a multi-award-winning TV show? What the fuck do you mean TV show? Why is there a TV show about guys in hats? Is it Peaky Blinders? What the fuck is this? I have never heard of this in my life. Why do I own this? What the hell is a Peaky Blinder? The Thaumaturge. This is a... Yeah, character-driven or morally ambiguous choice. It's a BioWare-like. I like BioWare-likes. The fuck is a Peaky Blinder? Just Cause 3? I don't think I need to look at this man's face. You go on the shelf. Just Cause was a series of games about causing destruction and mayhem, and then it kind of got carried away and up its own ass. Where's our toxic? You bring your toxic Yuri wherever you go. The Walking Dead. Telltale. I love Telltale games. I enjoyed The Walking Dead. I don't know what else to say about that. 7 Days to Die by the Fun Pimps. Really? An open-world game that's a unique combination of first-person shooter, survival horror, tower defense, and role-playing. I don't know where I got this. This sounds kind of fun. Maybe I'll try it. Goeta by Sushi. A point-and-click adventure where you play the ghost of a young lady. You are Abigail Blackwood. God damn, I sure am. I could not be more Abigail Blackwood. Styx, Master of Shadows. They've made like 3 of these now. 3 games where you play as a stealth goblin, killing people. Which is great. You don't know You Don't Know Jack? We had that earlier. I talked about it. Super Lesbian Animal RPG. This is by the person who does that one blog about the Sonic comics. Yeah, that's where that belongs. People seem to like it. It's an RPG. I'll play it. Brutal Legend, Jack Black. This was more of a tower defense than anybody expect. Brutal Legend. Look how wide that unlotted U is. With open world C. Yeah, I talked about Blade Kitten, I think, while you were coming in. Grim Legends 3, The Dark City. This looks like Assassin's Creed, but it's actually a, hidden object game. Endless Sky. What is this? 2D space trading and combat game inspired by the classic Escape Velocity. Oh shit, that's why I've got this. Yeah. I think I did play this for a while. I think it's good. I think it might still be being updated. Sign Mora. This is a shooter that has some furry characters, but it is unfortunately a horizontal shooter. I'm not really very good at those. Yeah, you can see, like, I've been putting up posters as I go. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver 2. Didn't we already have Legacy of Kain 2? I feel like we already had a Legacy of Kain 2. Kain and Lynch 2. Maybe, I don't know. Oh well. Trails of Cold Steel with Rhine Cold Steel. I really look forward to playing the Trails of games someday. Renegade Ops. Oh god, my ops are so renegade. This is by Avalanche Studios, the people who did Just Cause 2. It's pretty fun. You drive a Jeep around blowing shit up. I don't really care about anything except that you drive a Jeep around blowing shit up. And I don't think they did either, which is fine. Sqrlmog! This is a Final Fantasy style 8-bit dungeon crawler. We are gonna play this on stream someday. Wiz Rogue, this turned out to be an online experience. Like, you had to gacha your new pieces. So I dropped off playing it pretty quick. I don't think you should have a gacha wizardry. Japan does, though. Hey, Star Trek Online. I used to play the fuck out of this. Like, I used to play this all the time. Is that Liara? No, okay. But it is another in the line of, like, Champions Online where I got really super into it for a while, and then I was like, why am I playing this? Wings of Prey by Gaijin. This is based off one of their other, like, Il-2 Sturmovik engine. Mostly this taught me that in World War II, the Italian Air Force was fucking terrifying. They would, like, mulch you in seconds. Nobody talks about this. Rumbo, First Blood. This is a demo. I don't know anything about. I haven't played this yet. I've had this for ages, and I've never touched it. Roki. Again, I don't think I've ever played this. Whoops. That's okay. Necrovision, I have played this. This is a game about having a big leg and you can kick zombies and the zombies go flying. It's kind of like Painkiller with more kicking. I liked it a lot. It's bad, but I liked it. Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic. I don't know anything about this. It's turn-based strategy. I think I have this through a bundle. Intergalactic, planetary, intergalactic. Supreme Commander. Yeah, I did play this. This is one of those rare real-time strategy games that I kind of dabbled in. I was bad at it, but you got mechs. It's like Total Annihilation. If you've got mechs, I will play your game. Hey, it's Lubu. Don't pursue Lubu, Sonic. It's not worth it. Beholder! You're a state-installed landlord in a totalitarian country. Ask me why I've never played this game. Very hard to get it running. Huh. Hey, Tomb Raider 2! There we go. Where was Tomb Raider 4? Hold on, we had Tomb Raider 4. Where the fuck did that go? Why are 1 and 3 framed and 2 isn't? Because I am a dingus. Bottom row? No, that's Tomb Raider 6. Meh. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about it. Fallout 4. Yep. I played so much Fallout 4. One of the very first games I ever played on stream. And there's no record of this because it's been deleted from the internet. One of the very first games I ever played on stream was Fallout 4 with a mod where I was a fluorescent pink fox. And there was one of the things that I remember most about that is I bitched for like 45 minutes about something. I don't remember what, something inconsequential. And then I looked up and I noticed my microphone had been muted for the entire time. Which was okay because nobody was there watching and nobody cared. But it's something I remember very vividly. You think this is a rinky-dink piece of shit operation right now. It used to be so much worse. Elder Scrolls Online, I do still like this game. They're about to do a huge overhaul of it. I respect their tenacity. Remnants of Isolation, what is this? I have no idea what this is. An RPG Maker game. I have no idea what this actually is. I'm gonna have to look into this. My dinks are rinked? Oh my god. You can't just rink my dinks. Sunless Sea by Sailbetter. I've had this requested to play. Planet Alpha. This is about a skinny little dude doing platforming. I don't know much about it. I've been meaning to play it. It's another Team 17 game, so... Van Helsing 3. I like the Van Helsing games. I really do. I have a package that's a combination of all three of them. SteamWorld Dig. Never played it. People swear it's like one of the best games of all time. I don't know anything about it. The Mega Man X Legacy Collection. Jeez, like, get this up on the wall. Hell yes, Mega Man X. Griftlands. This has great art. It's by Clay. It's a deck building roguelike where your cards are, you know, shit like lying, stealing. I'm curious about it. I should play that. That's one that I should play. The Suicide of Rachel Foster. I don't know anything about this one. This is another walking simulator. I think that's a retainer. I'm a little worried about why you would commit suicide with a retainer. Sunrider, Liberation Day. This is a visual novel that I actually haven't played. It's a visual novel slash tactical strategy RPG with mecha. I played around a little with the free original. That is the sequel. Another You Don't Know Jack. Commander Keen in Goodbye Galaxy. Like Super Robot Wars? A little bit. It's more like a Galaxy Angel. Like the original Galaxy Angel, not the TV show. Uplink. Uplink is that game that I was trying to think of when I was like... that game by the people who made that game where you hack things. I was thinking of Uplink. And the other game I was thinking of was the strategy game made by the people who made Uplink. And I still can't remember the name of that game. It had little, like, stick figure people. If I remember the name of that game, I'll let everybody know. Because I recognize that it's vitally important that you know the game I was thinking of 3 streams ago. Oh, fucker. Alright, let's just move everything over here now. Alright. Distance. This is a great game. Distance is like what if Outrun were Cyberpunk. And that's the kind of free-thinking vision that more game developers need. There, now we got like an L. And we can come back here and start taking stuff like Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. Intro version software. For Uplink? I believe so. I never really played Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. I played Half-Life 1 Deathmatch. I never played Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. You can kill people with a toilet, though, so it's like 10 out of 10. Fantasy Blacksmith, I have not played this. This is a, this came in a bundle. Half Past Fate? Yeah, this one's on the to-play list. I really like RPG Maker. Am I thinking of Darwinia? Yes, I am. Thank you. Darwinia was the perfect game to illustrate whatever point I was making 3 streams ago. So you should go back and comb through the VODs until you find what the fuck I was talking about. And then you should think about Darwinia. And you agree. I'm correct. What the hell was I talking about? What the hell am I talking about? I don't know, but I've talked about it for more than an hour and a half now. And isn't that an accomplishment by itself? Let's keep going. Them's fightin' herds. Oh boy. The My Little Pony fighting game that is no longer a My Little Pony fighting game. And then they got fucked. Because, like, they were forced to release the final DLC character, and it's, like, enormously unbalanced or something. And then the team got kicked out or some shit, and, like, the publisher won't let them patch it. So that character is just a complete game breaker. I mean, it's happened to Capcom, I'm sure, but... Satellite Rain! Come on, everybody! And get on the floor! Satellite Rain is basically Syndicate. It's unofficial Syndicate. It's good. I don't know how to play it, but it's good. Does anybody remember Syndicate? Syndicate Wars? Oh boy, Pandemonium. Now, let's get that out onto the poster. Yeah, that's a Crystal Dynamics game, too. Why is this Tomb Raider poster not framed? Because I didn't put a frame down. Pandemonium is this platformer that I don't understand. I don't understand why this game exists. It's so... It's weird. I understand why this game exists. Do you want to swing around Tron with a grappling hook that's a laser? Well, hey, here you go. I understand why that game exists. Oh, look, it's one of the Painkiller expansion packs. I think this is one of the ones made by Russian fans, and they're like really, really wonky. But they're not as wonky as like the recent attempt to revive Painkiller as a team looter shooter or whatever the fuck that was. I played the demo of that and I was in actual physical pain. It was just not. There are many games I don't understand. I mean, they're not for me, but I have trouble imagining who they are for. Like Painkiller Darktide? Oh, not that one. Portal 2! Everybody knows it, everybody loves it, everybody got the potato sack. Did you get the potato sack? I still haven't played the Portal 2 multiplayer. I have never played the Portal 2 multiplayer. Someday I should. Death Sprint 66. This is just a go fast. Go fast, run around. Siberia 2. We played that. It's good. For an executive who saw an existing IP, saw a trendy genre, and insisted on making the existing IP into that trendy genre. Like the recent Marathon reboot, which actually, the recent Marathon extraction shooter is apparently pretty good if you like extraction shooters. And I'm constantly amazed by that. Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. I should really play the Sherlock Holmes games by Frogwares. Sherlock Holmes looks like he's gonna beat the shit out of you, and then Watson's going to shoot you. Which is how several of those stories went, if I recall. Stardew Valley? I've never played it. Genuinely never played it. People seem to like it, though. Ben Wonder presents A Case of Distrust. I meant to play this. It's kind of a text adventure. I don't think I have. Minoria! I have played this. This is by the folks who made, Momodora. And it is very much a Dark Souls style game. And it's one of those games where you can just fucking parry everything. And I love games where you can parry everything. So that's going up on stream at some point. Streets of Fury EX. You would never guess, looking at this kind of jank-ass looking full motion video fighting game. You would never guess that these are the people who did Streets of Rage 4. Later on. Chimera, destroy all monster girls. This is still the best fucking Mega Man-like that's free out there. It's the best. It's great. 3D RPG. I haven't played this, but it reminded me of 3D Dot Heroes. So, I bought it. If you remind me of something else, I will probably buy you. I am the problem. Red Faction Armageddon. I have played this. You can disintegrate people. You can disintegrate everything. And then you can use your remaker gun to rebuild it all. Which is the coward's way out. You should live with what you've done. You should live with the destruction you've caused. Strike Suit Zero! Oh god, I've got to play this. At some point. God, that looks... I want this poster in reality. I want it. Oops. Pray for the gods. A boss climbing open world adventure game. This is a Shadow of the Colossus like. And I got it in a bundle. And I have yet to try it. They were forced to change their names because of Bethesda's Prey. And I still think that's kind of bullshit. Does it let you physics? No idea. A Romancing Saga 2. This is the remake of the SNES Romancing Saga 2. And from everything I've heard, it's much, much better. Which is cool, because that's not something that the Saga games always... That clearly says salsa. S-A-G-A... It's a capital G. Portal... Yeah, everybody knows Portal. The Search. I don't know what this is. I don't remember playing this. It looks good. There are so many games that I should play. Or I should look into playing. Ancient Domains of Mystery. I have played this. This is, like, one of the old school roguelikes. Like, when I play this game, it does not look like this. It does not look like this. It looks like some fucking ASCII graphics. It is full text mode. That's how I play ADOM. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I haven't played this one yet. I have played the original Ori. I should probably play Ori 2 someday. The guy who made Ori 2 turned out to be kind of an asshole, but he leads a studio. So, Power Watch Simulator. Who's ready for me to play Power Watch Simulator someday? I'm gonna clean something to 99% clean, and then I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna go good enough, and I'm gonna walk away. And it's gonna trigger the OCD of, like, everybody in chat. Everybody's gonna tell me I'm cleaning shit wrong. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be like Clean with Your Aunt Simulator. You are all gonna hate me and want to beat me to death with sticks. It's gonna be wonderful. Hey, it's Transaruby. Hi, Sarubi. You were fun. You had a tube in your butt. Did you know that? Sacred Citadel, the letdown of a game. There's this Diablo-style series called Sacred. And part of the fun of it is that it's a great big open world. You can wander around and ignore the plot if you want. So they decided to make a side-scrolling beat-em-up out of it. I don't understand. Nine Sols. This is a Hollow Knight style game, if I recall. I don't know shit about it, because I haven't really played it. But I don't know. I've got Hollow Knight. I like roguelikes. I don't know why I haven't played Hollow Knight yet. Probably just raw stubbornness. Clive and Wrench. I actually bought this out of raw stubbornness. Because everybody said this game is absolute crap. And I watched people play it, and it looks great. It is a 3D platformer. It is bright and cute, and it seems to have a lot of maneuverability. I bought this game out of spite, and I don't regret it yet. It's on the list. Uru. Um, Real talk, I've finished most of the rest of the Myst series. I don't think I've finished Exile. I finished most of the rest of the Myst series. I've never really gotten anywhere in Uru. I think technically it's supposed to be URU, because it was the MMO. I've never really gotten anywhere in it. It does have a rare Peter Gabriel song, Burn You Up, Burn You Down. And it's a very good song. I like that song. It plays on a radio at the start of the game. So a lot of the times when I start up Uru, I just, like, make a character, wander over and hang out by the radio, and then I quit. Uh, that's my Uru experience. I'm a gamer. Klonoa! Hi, Klonoa. You deserve to be here more than, like, whatever that was. Darkfall Lost Souls. I love the Darkfall series. The Darkfall series is about, like, ghost hunting. Um, Way back when at the old apartment, in the previous apartment we used to live in, uh, somebody left their pipes, like, not running over the winter, and the pipes above our bedroom froze and broke. Happily, while we were not in the room. And our entire ceiling caved in. So the apartment complex put us up in a hotel for like 2 months. And I got ragingly sick for whatever reason. So I played like the entire Darkfall series on a loaned laptop while feverish half out of my mind playing ghost hunting games. And when we left that hotel room, that little motel room, I left behind like notes taped to the wall that probably made me look like a serial killer. Like all kinds of puzzle notes. Like, j- I'm like the worst person to ever go to a hotel room. Don't put me in a hotel room. I'll leave shit in there. I'll forget. Long live the Queen. This is great. Seem to be awake pretty early. Actually, I'm still awake. I'm awake overnight. I will probably be going to bed around noon. But yeah, Save the Queen is a statistics-based simulator that it's very fatal, but I managed to get through the game without dying once on my first run, so I can never play it again. Sleep. What I'm not mentioning is that I wake up around 8 p.m. I do my stream at 9:30, and then I just stay up until partway through the day, and then I fall asleep. And then I wake up around 8 p.m. again. I'm nocturnal, so this doesn't really bother me. What else we got in here? Dulak and Say, Dance of Death. This is a fun looking one. I picked this up a while back because the idea is that you're hunting Jack the Ripper, and one of your characters is a talking dog who has been transformed into a talking dog through sorcery. And I was like, huh, that sounds quirky. And then it's, a deadly serious examination of, like, searching for a serial killer, except with a talking dog in your group. It's like playing Scooby-Doo absolutely deadpan straight, which is kind of funny, but I don't know if it's tonally what I expected. What else we got? Cook Serve Delicious 2. I know people who have stress panic attacks playing this game. I don't know. I think it's fine. Nice day for fishing. It sure is. If there's fishing in your game, I will probably play it. If you can fish in your game, particularly if it's a JRPG, but even if it's just standalone fishing, I will probably play your game. Funny about that. We love Katamari. Your games are in here too? Oh yeah, your games are in here somewhere. We haven't found them yet, but they're in one of these infinite boxes. That looks like a yaoi manga cover. Okay. But yeah, your games are probably in here. I haven't seen them yet. But that means nothing considering how many games we got in general. Etrian Odyssey, the world's premier map-making simulator. I love making maps, so... let's start replacing Tomb Raider with Etrian. I replaced 1 instead of 3. Nice work. Nice work. Very organized. For the King 2. This wants you to be in a party of 4. I don't want to be in a party of 4. Trying 4. This lets you play as a party of 3, except you can play all of them at the same time. It's like the Lost Vikings. I'm cool with that. Hot for a month, cooled off by now. That's a shame. Final Fantasy V. I will always love me a Final Fantasy. These pixel remasters are very sparse. Oh, that's right. I forgot to show you guys. One of the other things you can pick up. Going to start using AI. Oh god, they're going to start using AI to code in RenPy. That is rough. Anyway, one of the other things you can do is, for example, there's postcards. You're fired. You cannot fire the lead developer. Well, I guess you can. Warhammer Space Marine, I have no idea. This came in a bundle. I don't really war my hammers. Fey Tactics. Okay, this is worth, showing you what I mean. Like, this is a Final Fantasy Tactics like. And you can put screenshots up. Well, you can put partial screenshots up, apparently. I think it's cool that you can put screenshots up, too, but you're doomed to use the ones that are... Like, you don't get to pick which one you use. So if you don't like the screenshot, I guess that's too bad. I'm sure they're going to tweak that. Hey, it's Myst 5. Myst 5 was fun. That's a guy. Myst 5 was depressing, but they always are. 2 Point Campus. I don't really do city builders or town builders. Hopefully there will be a fort. I imagine there will be. When GZ Doom, the Doom engine port, started using AI coding, the community immediately forked it off. So, one has hope. I'm genuinely sick of seeing AI in everything. I'm so tired of... Ah, put that back. I'm so tired of it. Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. Do we have the, first... No, I replaced it. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm still a Trails fan, even though there's like 16 of them. Orcs Must Die 3. I played so much of this. I played so much of the Orcs Must Die series. It's just a tower defense, you know? But it is a tower defense that I can understand, because it's in third person and you're running around. Fights in tight spaces! I love this game. It is a tactical strategy game, using cards, where you get to kick people in the face. Kicking people in the face with cards. What will they think of next? A roguelike game that takes place within the confines of the voodoo reality. Oh, the voodoo reality. Everyone knows where that is. Just down the street, take a left at the third stop sign. Train of Afterlife. I think I played through this, way back in my blogging days. It is naturally a ghost train situation. You get to talk to the passengers. I love me a visual novel where you get to talk to things. If anybody does the parody visual novel thing this year, I'm going to bite them. UFO 50. I still have yet to hunker down and explore UFO 50. What I've played of it is great. The Eye of the Dragon. I own this because it has dragon in the title. I think I tried to play it once and it wouldn't run. Beanbag. You know, that's true. We could use a beanbag, like, right over here. Who doesn't like beanbags? I like beanbags. We could use one of those. Oh, there's a green bag. Well, I think I'll take the green bag over the beanbag. Who wants beanbags anyway? They're boring. Oh, it's tiny. Look how tiny that is. Well, shit, if they're that small, we can have both. Hold on, I'll get you another seat. There we go, now we got both. We have a green bag and a bean bag. A bean bag and a green bag. Hey, it's patterned like our carpet. This is where your butt goes. Daikatana. John Romero's about to make you his bitch. I've got a source port on tap that will apparently let me play through this with considerably fewer bugs than, you know, the release. I should play through that. I should go ahead and just play Daikatana. Why not? Life is finite, but Daikatana is forever. Closure is from back in the Flash days, if I recall. The idea is that whatever is lit up is where you can walk. And if it's not lit up, you just fall through the floor and die. This strange realm of mine. This was a poetic first-person shooter. It felt very teenager. But, you know, I approve of teenagers just being able to get it out. Like, if you got angst, if you have angsty poetry, you might as well put it in a first-person shooter, you know? You might as well have some way of expressing yourself. When I wrote poetry, I wrote extremely sugary sweet poetry as a teenager. And my guidance counselor was actually worried about me, because, like, you know, Are you writing romance poems? Why would you be doing that? Are you seeing someone? I'm 14. Sherlock Holmes. This is Sherlock Holmes versus Lupin. I have not played this one yet. Like I said, I should play the Frogware Sherlock Holmes games. I love me some point-and-click adventures. And I should solve puzzles. Wrote weird, smutty fan... See, you're normal. You're a normal person. You write pornography. That's something that normal people do. I'm told. The Walking Dead Season 2. I did not like this as much as The Walking Dead Season 1. Like, I feel like a lot of the downhill spiral that series would go on was kind of foreshadowed in Walking Dead Season 2. Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. I love kicking people off cliffs. Arcane Studios were the master of kicking people into convenient spike racks. I wonder if they have any idea how many games they influenced with... Why do I have to click to the left of it? RFL. This was an RPG Maker game that was really beautiful. But it was written kind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which was an interesting contrast. Like, I distinctly remember a line that was like, you can't just accuse every red-eyed man in a dark cloak of being evil. And of course she was correct, but, you know. Final Fantasy 15. I have yet to play this one. Contains Gordon Freeman's suit from Half-Life. That's something that you can wear in Final Fantasy 15. You remember in Final Fantasy 13 too, where you could dress your characters up in Mass Effect armor? Corporate crossovers are fucking wild. Saints Row 2. I loved Saints Row 2. Saints Row 2 was... I feel like Saints Row 2 was the game that made me truly fall in love with open world gaming. Like, I liked open world games well enough, but this was the game that made me want to do everything in an open world game for the first time. And I think that's why I was kind of disappointed with Saints Row 3. That and an early game spoiler that I will not denote here out of respect. Her Story by Sam Barlow. Sam Barlow is, really, really good at what he does. And what he does is make FMV games that make you question what the hell you're looking at for a long time. And then you go like, oh, wait, I get it. And then the game is kind of over. I should get the Rise of the Triad remake someday. Invisible Ink. I was coaxed into buying this by a friend. It really is good, but it is a tactical sneak-em-up. And I've never gotten the hang of it. I've never gotten more than, like, 2 levels into this. It looks good on the wall, though. Like, look at those angular people. Damn, they're angular. We are past the 2-hour mark of me just talking about video games. What are y'all still doing here? Freaking meatbags. Land on a planet, pick up some rocks, leave before the solar system explodes. I don't remember ever playing this, but it sounds like something that I might find amusing. It's a real-time strategy game. I don't know. A Raven Monologue. This is a short experimental silent story about a raven that does not know how to croak and his relationship with the people in the town. I feel like it's a metaphor for death, but, like, who knows, who cares? It's very quick. It takes, like, 15 minutes to play. Shiren the Wanderer, The Mystery of Serpent Coil Isle. If I do one thing, if I do just one thing with my online presence, it will be to get people to care about Shiren the Wanderer, perhaps. Like, I want people to care about this series so bad. And I know exactly why they don't. It's because it's like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but harder, and you can't be a Pokemon. If you could be a Pokemon, people would care about Shiren. They fucking would. But Indivisible. Oh, this is another game this is a game that Lab Zero Games got fucked out of. They were making Skullgirls, and I think like their leader got unveiled as a sex pest or something. Either way, they had to stop making their games, and it was right before the DLC for this came out. Like, it was finished. They couldn't release the DLC. They all got punished because their leader was a fucking piece of shit. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. A lot of people will tell you that this was the last time Assassin's Creed was good. And now they're making a remake of it, I believe, where they leave out all of the present day stuff. All of the, the grounding story. It'll just be the pirate stuff. And to me, that neuters the game completely. Like, I genuinely care about the modern day story in Assassin's Creed. And they have been backing off from it so hard. They have been so embarrassed and traumatized by the reaction of people who do not like the series at all. Ubisoft are fucking cowards that way. But then again, Ubisoft are fucking cowards is not like a statement that surprises anybody, I'm sure. Sherlock Holmes The Awakened by Frogwares, another Sherlock Holmes game that I've got to play someday. All these Sherlock Holmes games are going on the fucking list. Windowsill. This was cute. This was a toy box. This was cute. There's nothing else to say about it. Spark the Electric Jester. What if Sonic the Hedgehog were an indeterminate little yellow thing? And he ran fast. And he shot beams. And he could dress up in costumes. And he was kind of an edgelord. This is a trilogy. And I do want to play all of them here on stream. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I do love that they went into, like, meta-commentary about so much stuff in the Ultra Deluxe. Like, they went into a lot of meta-commentary about what it means to be a DLC, what it means to be a part of the game that was added on after the part of the game that everybody cares about. Can they just revisit their ideas again? Or do they have to make up something new? I thought it was a very smart... I don't know if I want to say satire, because I don't think it was satirizing anything. I just thought it was very smart. Predictably, I don't think a lot of people like the new contents, but I don't think it was there to be liked. Romancing Saga Minstrel Song Remastered. The Romancing Saga games are some of my favorite games of all time, as you can probably tell. I don't know how to talk about that. I don't know how to talk about this game. There's so much to it. It's like an RPG short story anthology. And unfortunately, I think the way a lot of people play that game is they try to do the same thing over and over with different characters. And I'm not sure it really works out. I don't know, it's hard to say. Tangle Deep is just a roguelike, but it's a very good roguelike. Very pixel art roguelike. Doom 3, the darkest game in the world. You can't see anything in that game. Haha. It's not like that was a deliberate design choice to build tension or anything. Gamers. Mafia Definitive Edition. Speaking of gamers, Mafia the original was a very slow sim-like game. Like, you had to deliberately choose what you were doing with each thing. And Mafia Definitive Edition is a video game. Like, it's an action game, much like, say, Grand Theft Auto. So it's technically the same game, except it is a completely different game. And that always fascinates me when remakes do it. Like the many versions of Resident Evil 4 that have slowly, like, DVD copy warped away from what Resident Evil 4 used to be. I feel like in 20 years they're going to have a version of Resident Evil 4 that bears no resemblance whatsoever to the Resident Evil 4 that I played on, like, the Wii or whatever. And even the Wii version, I think, was a remake. Or was the Wii version first? No, I think the Wii version was first and the PS2 version was a remake. I don't know. Um, Sort of went off on a tangent there. Starvaders! Pilot a powerful mech to fend off an alien invasion in this fusion of deck building and grid-based tactics. Huh. I didn't know I owned... this must have come from a bundle, too. I didn't know I owned this. This looks cool. Anything that lets you pilot a mech is fine in my book. Also, you get to be an anime girl. I want to be an anime girl. Medieval. This poster art belongs on the walls. Like, look at this. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Marsupilami Huba Venture. Does anybody know what Marsupilami is? I remember watching the cartoon. Disney got the rights to make a cartoon of this, like, little comic strip character from France or Belgium or somewhere. Somewhere in the European area. And, they used to air the cartoon between, like, Bonkers and Goof Troop or something. I found it really entertaining. I bought the game because it's Donkey Kong Country. And I like anything that's Donkey Kong Country that isn't Donkey Kong Country. Because I think Donkey Kong Country sucks. But the idea is good. Shrug. 9 Clues. The Ward. Oh, 9 Clues 2, The Ward. This is another hidden object game. As it is a hidden object game. Your eyes, your hair, your lips, everything about you reminds me of you, except you. Final Fantasy IX. I have owned, like, selling over 5 million copies since its release in 2000. At least 4 of those copies were to me. Because they kept fucking not working. It was like a 4-disc PlayStation game, and most of my copies of Disc 3 never worked. Yeah, let's have Dagger looking sad up on the wall. Garnet, Dagger. You don't know Jack? Again, there's so many you don't know Jacks. I love them all. Samaros 3, Amanita Design. Amanita Design is good and cool. This is a cute little puzzle adventure. Here's Siberia 1. That looks so much like a movie poster. It's so good. Conan Exiles. The main thing I know about this game is that you can walk around with your tits hanging out. Because you're Conan, you know? Or you're like Conan as a girl. Or you can be some other guy, I guess. Or some other lady. I don't know. Anyway, that's the premier titty-based sandbox simulator. Sanctum! This was a tower defense. It's okay. This is one of the few tower defenses I like. Is that your... Yeah, there's your chest, so this must be your butt. Why is your butt reinforced with armor? Never mind, I don't want to know the answer to that question. American Truck Simulator, the sequel, the sister series to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Series. Yeah, sure. I enjoyed these games a lot. I really did. Sometimes you just want to load up a game and drive around. And you want to feel like you're accomplishing something by doing it. And you want to look at really pretty scenery. And the truck simulator games let you do that. Hitman World of the Seth. Yeah, this is good. This is a trilogy of games that just let you sandbox kill. I love sandboxes, it turns out. Bound by Flame. What if Mass Effect was bad? Or, I'm sorry, what if Dragon Age were bad? And when I say bad, I mean, like, pointlessly edgy. Well, the trailers for Dragon Age were pointlessly edgy. You will have to choose between unleashing the powers of the beast within and rejecting its demonic influence. In other words, you will have to choose between being good or evil. It's truly revolutionary. Nobody has ever thought of doing this before. Marvin's Mittens. I wonder if there's still no, like, speedrun of this game. It would be kind of funny to speedrun this game. Because it's so cutesy. And nice. And, like, it's not... I'd say that, but, like... Hanging out with Serious Song has taught me that you can, in fact, speedrun pretty much anything. You could probably speedrun making a peanut butter sandwich. Ease. This is, Ys 3, the remake of Ys 3. And I've been thinking lately, should I play the remake of Ys 3 or the original? And I kind of think maybe I should play both. Like, they're both different games, you know? They tell the same story, but they're different games. I don't know. Horus, this is a pixel art platformer. The best platformer of 2019. I don't know anything about it. Someday I'll play it. Hey, here's Final Fantasy II. This is the one nobody likes. I like it. I think it's fun. Marvel's Midnight Suns. Speaking of games nobody likes. The main problem, in my opinion, is... This is a game where you create your own character and, like, they interact with the Marvel cast. And the idea is that you're fighting against magical enemies. You're fighting, you know, it's the magic side of Marvel. You should have Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, Blade, and you do. It's just that because of the movies, you also get Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine, Spider-Man, and they feel so out of place. They feel like they shouldn't be there. They feel like this isn't their thing. And in-game, there's an actual schism between, like, the Supernatural team and the Avengers. And, like, I don't know. People don't like the writing in that. I think the writing's great in that game. People don't like it. I was a teenage exocolonist. This is a game that I'm looking forward to playing. It is a text adventure. You basically select your life choices, see how they play out. It looks sweet. It looks wholesome. Dark Side Detective. Speaking of sweet and wholesome, here's an occult pixel art detective game. I keep wondering if I should play horror games like that. I know that it is a horror game, and I keep wondering if I should play games like that on stream. Time Spinner, we played this. It was okay. Like, the more I think about it, the more I feel like Time Spinner... I don't know if it lived up to its potential. I feel like one thing that would make me like it more, actually, is randomizing the weapons. So that I have to use a different character build. Because I kind of latched onto a handful of weapons, and I only stuck to those. And I don't know. Maybe I should play it again. But it's hard to play games a second time for me. Because I end up latching on to just one, and... Ooh, Divine Cybermancy. This is a game that nobody understands. It's basically what if Warhammer ran on crazy-ass logic. Well, Warhammer does run on crazy-ass logic. Never mind, I don't know what I'm talking about. Smite! I downloaded Smite to play once. It's a MOBA. It turns out I don't like MOBAs. I feel glad that I experienced that with Smite, and not like Dota or, League of Legends. It's where I first became angry that MOBAs, like, suck up all the good character designs. MOBAs and gacha games suck up all the good character designs, and they keep them forever, and they never release them. I want those characters to be in, like, good games. Impossible Creatures from the creators of Homeworld. This... I really want to play this. And I really want to enjoy this. Because the idea is that you can make your own units. The idea is that you can take, you know, a tiger and give it a scorpion body. Or you can take an elephant and give it a tiger head. Do you want to do that? I don't know. Why do you want to do that? What tactical advantage would it have? And that's the thing. What tactical advantage can you come up with? Like, I'm sure that giving birds tiger heads would be very dangerous. Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri is the only 4X game. No, that's a lie. I have enjoyed other 4X games. Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri is probably the titan of the entire genre for me. I did also enjoy Galactic Civilization 2. Oh! Okay, that's cool. Paradox Soul. A Metroidvania pixel action shooter hybrid. I haven't played it. Don't know anything about it. Eden's Last Sunrise by Sungazer Software. Yeah, I gotta play this. Celine raves about this. Damn, that looks good too. Get that furry art up on your wall. The Quiet Man! This is not a good game. This is famously a bad game, and that's why I bought it. So the thing about The Quiet Man is... it was completely silent as a design choice. It's a beat-em-up / brawler with FMV cutscenes about a deaf man, and it is completely silent. And then you play it a second time, and it turns the sound on, and you can hear everything that was happening around the character that he couldn't hear. Apparently the plot makes no sense, no matter which way you handle it. And it's just not a good game. But, you know, I really look forward to it. It's supposed to be awful, and I hear you with my blood. I cannot imagine writing I hear you with my blood anywhere, particularly not on a wall. Like, Rustler. Oh, Grand Theft Horse, right, yeah. I didn't play this yet. I will someday. Death Fungent. Do I own this? Huh. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning that I own a lot of games that I didn't know I owned. Like Glyph. Well, I knew I owned Glyph. Glyph is good. Chronology. I haven't played this because the art style is weird and off-putting to me. A platform adventure game about time traveling, puzzle solving, and a friendship between an old inventor and a snail. I should probably play this. Also, Glyph has a glyph after it. That's cute. Hey, introversion software again. This is a LiDAR scanner horror game. I assume that the horror is that there's probably something moving around and you can only see it when your LiDAR brushes over it. I'm sure that's like the horror twist. Yep. Video games. I love them. Divinity Dragon Commander. Look, dragon. You are the Dragon Commander! This is by Larian, before they got famous for Baldur's Gate. One of the Halo twin stick games. I still haven't played these. Viking, Wolves of Midgard. I think I fiddled around with this one. It is another action RPG, much like Diablo. It's not bad. Put that back. Boundless. Epic Voxel Sandbox MMO. Really? I don't know anything about this. Huh. Oh, I do like this one. This is a Minecraft-looking roguelike where you shoot Lovecraftian creatures. I find it really fun. Neko Para. The cat girl visual novel. Would you believe I haven't played these yet? I should. Frostpunk is the first society survival game. This is the one where, like, if the citizens in your frozen society don't like your social policies, they'll riot and kill themselves. I don't understand it. Skyborn, I do understand this one. This is on the to play list. You're an aircraft mechanic, and it's a JRPG, so I assume it's very Skies of Arcadia. Nubby's Number Factory. I have played the hell out of this. You make the numbers go up. That's it. That's all. And then eventually you stop making numbers go up and the sun explodes. Or you enter the Endless Realms, in which case, you know, you've won. Swords and Soldiers HD. This is one of those, strategy games that I haven't played. Bundle fodder. Another Sherlock Holmes from Frogware. Another one I should play. Sonic Mania. I think people like this. I don't know what it is. Got a blue guy. Hexen. I have played this. Hexen is fun. Hexen is complicated. It's probably better in multiplayer, but, you know. Lost Lands, Dark Overlord. This is another, hidden object game. Hidden object games are really my bread and butter. Put that down. Squidlit. A Game Boy style platformer. It's cute. Another You Don't Know Jack. God, there's a lot of You Don't Know Jacks. Of Orcs and Men. Another BioWare-like from Cyanide. Only a few hours long. What was? Sonic Mania? Oh, Squidlit. Okay. Skyrim. What the fuck can I say about Skyrim? My mod list turns this into like a completely different game. The last time I played modded Skyrim, I spent most of my time in a suit of dwarven power armor. I fucking lived in that thing. Dungeons of Dreadmore. This game deserved better. I wish that the people making this had not, like, gone out of business. Those eyebrows, however, do not deserve shit. The Shiva by Wadjet Eye Games. A Jewish rabbi at a poor synagogue in New York City. This is a short game. It plays like a short film. One of my favorite things is that you can answer every question with another question, which people call out as rabbi-style behavior. Off-Peak. Off-Peak is the first game in a series by Cosmo D. And Cosmo D makes a lot of really cool offbeat games that all revolve around music and pizza somehow, it feels like. I am gonna have to play through his entire work library, his entire thing. Oh, it's another Sherlock Holmes. This one's FMV. I had that for the Sega CD at one point. Project Wingman, because I don't own enough Ace Combat games on PC. This is basically Ace Combat. It is the most Ace Combat. Hellblade by Ninja Theory. I don't know why I own this. Like, blatant grab for... Look, games are artistic now. King's Bounty. I do know why I own this. King's Bounty is basically just straight up fucking, Heroes of Might and Magic with extra stuff. And Heroes of Might and Magic is great. What is this? Idol Magical Girl Chiru Chiru Michiru. I don't know when I got this. Are they lesbians? Maybe? A Hat in Time. I know these two are lesbians. A Hat in Time. It's a cute platformer. I enjoy it. I want to play it again. It's on the to-play list. Another Sherlock Holmes game from Frogware. Sherlock Holmes vs. Jack the Ripper. Yep. Citizen Sleeper. This is on my to-play list. Live the life of an escaped worker washed up on a lawless station at the edge of an interstellar society. Inspired by the flexibility and freedom of tabletop RPGs, explore the station, choose your friends, escape your past, and change your future. I hear this is hard as balls, but good. And I look forward to playing it. It's right up there with I Was a Teenage Exocolonist in the land of games that I look forward to playing. Good old Legend of Mana. Can't wait to play that and get depressed again. Wolfenstein 3D. Yeah. Classic. Vanguard Princess. It is a tag fighter. It's pretty good. Never Alone I haven't played yet. It is a girl and her fox, and I'm pretty sure the fox is going to die, and it's going to be sad, and I don't want to... I don't know. Ori and the Blind Forest, speaking of being really sad. It's a really sad game. Fun, though. One thing that I can't decide if I like or hate about Ori is the scripted escape sequences, where you just have to, like, hit your marks to the tune of the music. Like, the music is great, and I like the platforming. I just don't know how I feel about it. Like a Dragon, Gaiden. They keep bringing back Kiryu, and I wish they would not. I wish they would stop. I wish his story was over and we moved on. Abduction from the creators of Myst. I never finished this. I started it, I poked at it for a little while. I tried playing it in VR, which was cool as shit. But... Monstrum! Survival horror with procedurally generated levels. Cool. Hello, neighbor. I don't want to play this. That was bundle fodder. Ionia! I tried to play this. This is like indie Morrowind. And I tried so hard to get into this. And I just could not figure out anything in it. And I often wonder if that was my failing or the game's. And I never have been able to figure it out. I never have. I wish I could. Maybe it was nobody's failing. Maybe it just happened. Dawn of War. Yep, Warhammer. War's still dawning. Dino Punk. Oh, yeah. In a world where humans have been replaced by dinosaurs, fix gadgets. Alright, now we got the furry corner. "24 Killers. This is a moon-like. Or a tulip-like. And I'm very eager to play it on stream. To the Moon. I'm pretty sure this is depressing. RPG Maker. Probably good. Artifact Adventure. This game pisses off Celine a lot. The thing is that, like, you're allowed to choose your artifacts and go on an epic quest and get involved in lots of side quests. Except basically everything you do in the side quests makes the world worse. Like, it shows you, like, the Fallout-style ending slides. And, every one of the ending slides is, like, either the heroes saved the day, which meant that bandits were free to move in and kill everyone in town. Or, the heroes ignored the problem, which means it got worse and everybody died. And there's, like, no positive outcomes whatsoever. I think that's funny. I think that's funny. I like the idea of you went through an epic RPG quest and nothing went right and everybody died. But, like, that's me. I'm a jerk. River City Underground. I think this was taken down. Yeah, this was taken down. There's no screenshots. Say runs this. We've done 3 shelves. That's a lot of shelves. Isn't that amazing? Soon we'll have to start putting in more. Endless Fables: The Minotaur's Curse. Another hidden object game. I don't know if, like, the Minotaur's Curse is giving all the castles horns. Necopara Volume 0. I still have not played Necopara. I guess that's where I would start. Cube 2. liked Cube. It had a surprisingly positive message for a Portal-style puzzle game. What time is it? One moment, I want to check something. It is 9:30-ish. I'm starting to get kind of hungry. I may have to stop soon. La Mulana 2. I haven't played the first one yet. I was a Kickstarter backer for this game. Presumably I'm in the credits somewhere. I don't know. Lords of Zumia, what is this? Role-playing games, I don't think... Huh. It's an RPG, I didn't know that. Well, I'm interested now. One Step from Eden. Oh, this is the Mega Man Battle Network style game. God, that's going to kick my ass in. See, the thing that's amazing is that there are so many games on this shelf that I still really know nothing about. I mean, like, I know they exist. I enjoy them. But I haven't really played them. Knights of the Old Republic 2. I do love this game. Even as unfinished and broken and bullshit as it is, I love this game. Quake Mission Pack 2 by Zatrix. Whatever happened to Zatrix? Driftland. Oh, this is basically, Master of Magic, if I recall. I think this may be yours, Silver. Fairy Solitaire Remastered. You can't judge me. Mother Gunship. This is a game where you shoot and you shoot and you shoot and you shoot and you make guns and you shoot. It's fun. Cultist Simulator. I liked this game more before the dude who made it kind of got outed as an asshole. Millennium: A New Hope. This is RPG Maker. I have been meaning to play it. Hellpoint. Oh. This looks, looks Soulsian. I'm interested. Stalker! Clear Sky. Yep. The Stalker games are good. They're very open-ended. I'm not good at them. Yooka-Laylee, the original. I still really like the remake of Yooka-Laylee, Yooka-Replay-Lee. I think that was a really good game. Strider. This was not a good game, but only because the bosses were absolutely hellish. The box art is good. Ageless. Puzzle platformer, you must alter the age of animals and plant life around you to progress. Interesting. I'll have to try this. Because I have it and all, you know. Titan Quest. I have played so much Titan Quest. I have played so much Titan Quest. And it didn't click for me until, I just decided to... What I had been doing previously was spreading my points out so I could do a little bit of everything. I decided to just focus really hard on doing, like, exactly 2 things. I had, like, 1 defense skill and 1 offense skill. And abruptly, I finished the game. I played all the way through it to the end. So, I guess I accidentally stumbled on the correct way to play action RPGs. That kind of sucks, man, but at the same time, you know. Oh, no. Put that down. Avedon. This is Spiderweb. I have, like, all of the Avedons. I can never stream them because they look like, you know, you're looking at the world through a microscope. I should play through them just the same. Wildermyth. Speaking of playing through this, Keldon loves streaming this. And I love being part of it, but, you know. Dungeon Antiqua. Yeah, I'm gonna end up playing. This is, basically, what if Wizardry were Final Fantasy? And that fairy is drunk and about to hit on me. Hypnospace Outlaw, one of the best games I've ever played. Quern, this is one of the best Mistlikes I've ever played. Quern is going to show up on stream at some point because I've forgotten much of what it does. Trepang 2. This is like Fear. Fear. First Encounter Assault Recon. It's kind of like that. More of a horror shooter somehow, but... no, we played this. We played this on stream. This was a cute animal game with lots of staff waving and staff surfing. Robot Wants It All! The collection of Flash games. Robot Wants Kitty, Robot Wants Puppy, Robot Wants... something. I forget what. Robot wants a bunch of stuff. Robot is very greedy. And I think it's a great series. Dragon Sinker. Slay the Dragon Wormvarg in a retro still. This is a Kemco game. Kemco games are all pretty, minimum effort, but at the same time, I think that's fine. The Adventure this looks gooey. Eh. Toxic. This was basically Unreal Tournament. Plays as if today's military shooters never existed. Yeah, that didn't work out well for them. Another hidden object game. Aglos! I'm looking forward so much to Aglos 2. This was just so good. Can I... Yes! That's the exact screenshot I wanted. It's just a shame that, like, the ending was so... Like, the end boss was so impossible. Sherlock Holmes. Oh, hey, here's Overlord. I never finished Overlord. I played most of it. I never finished it. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 4. This one's a side-scroller. I don't know if there's a good reason for it to be a side-scroller, but hey. Trails from Zero? Do I have any Trails posters up? I don't? Huh. Voodoo Whisperer Curse of a Legend. Jesus Christ. This looks like... This looks like a PlayStation 1 game. Hidden object, of course. Atlas. Yeah. I wonder how the development on that is going. The Legend of Nayuta, Boundless Trails. Okay, you know what? Nayuta is not technically connected to the Trail series, as far as anyone knows, I think. But, like, it earned the Trails name. It's an action RPG. And I'm really tempted by and curious about it. Hover, Revolt of Gamers. I Kickstarter backed this too, and I kind of regret it. Nothing I've heard about it tells me that it's any good. That's the risk with Kickstarter, though. Gremlins Incorporated. An intense strategy board game. Battletech, I love this. Battletech is actually pretty good. It is a strategy game. I am really bad at it. That doesn't mean the game is bad. Lacuna, a sci-fi noir adventure. I don't actually know much about this. I should really give this a shot. I should give a lot of these games a shot. Human Fall Flat. Dear God, I have played so much of this. This practically deserves to be on the wall. Creatures of Ava. This is on the picker wheel. This is on the wheel right now. Another monster collector style game. Lovecraft's Untold Stories. An action roguelike with RPG elements. Dear God. Red Faction Guerrilla. The really good one. Red Faction Guerrilla is maybe the best Red Faction. Open world, smash stuff with your hammer. Civilization 6, I don't remember ever playing Civ 6. I played Civ 4 some. World End Economica 2. Right, we had the first one. Over here somewhere. Whoops. Amazon. I think I picked... did I pick up the recent one? No, I don't think I did. Wait, this is from 2025. Hold on. What do the screenshots look like? Did I pick up the recent remake? I can't remember. One moment, I'm gonna tab over to Steam. Is this the remastered one? No, this is 1999. Oh, but I do have the remastered one. I own both. Well, that's good. Okay. Just making sure, cause I'm forgetful and stuff. Lichdom Battle Mage. Play the first game where the mage is a total badass. I still haven't played this. Thank you. No. Devolverland Expo. This is a corporate game, a corporate adver game, but I thought it was interesting anyway. It was made by Flying Wild Hog, which is the Painkiller devs. Quake 4? The only thing anyone ever remembers about this is the strongification sequence. I'm starting to think people have weird fetishes. Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. This is good. This is a turn-based tactics game that's still being patched, like, very frequently. Cracked OSC. I keep meaning to play this. I should add that one to the list as well. I'm not playing this, though. This is Zachtronics. And yeah, this is what... Can you imagine picking up a box in the store, and this is all it says? Build circuits, write codes, read the fucking manual. Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. Because I needed it twice. Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning. Speaking of you 15 years ago. Did you test this out? Does it work? Haven't tested yet? Okay. I remember when I tried it out for the first time, I had some trouble getting it to run at a stable frame rate, but I haven't tried it under Linux, and I haven't tried it, like, you know, on your PC. Against the Storm. I hear this is good. I know you can use, like, rainwater to power machines, but if the rain gets too intense, you die or something. Speaking of games I should install and give a chance. Relicta. First-person, physics-based puzzle game where you need to creatively combine magnetism and gravity. Why haven't I tried this one yet? Yeah, it's a PvE city builder, but, like, I should give it a shot. Oops. There we go. Stop that. Deep Dungeons of Doom. This game is only for the brave. Well, that rules me out. I'm fucked. Sorry. Ah, Doom 2. Yes. Stop it. Desert Child. I haven't played this yet. This is a racing game, I think. You're a hungry young hoverbike racer who needs to get off Earth before it explodes. Hunt bounties, throw races, and do whatever you can to get to Mars and win the Grand Prix. It looks really cool. It has a nice art style. I'm adding that to the list as well. Serial Cleaner. Yep, 2D action stealth game. You have to clean up murders before anybody notices. Assassin's Creed 3. This was the first one I didn't really like that much. Which is weird. I've come around on it a bit. Lego Avengers. I do like the Lego, and I do like Avengers. Memories Dogma. Memories can be digitized and archived, allowing people to communicate with the deceased. With only 1 week left before his best friend's memories are deleted, can Hiroki uncover the truth behind Serrano's death? Huh. Well, that looks interesting. May have to try that. Probably will have to. There's a lot of games that I have to try. This is really good for making me actually look closely at my Steam list and acknowledge all the games that, like, I haven't really looked at. Staxel. Grow your farm, meet the villagers, and join your friends online. Grip Combat Racing, hell yeah. Lost Planet 3, was... They made Lost Planet 2, like a wacky Monster Hunter style game. And then they made Lost Planet 3, and it was a dead serious single-player sequel to the first game. And they lost an unexpected amount of people doing that. This Way Madness Lies. This is really high on my 2 playlist. Magical Girls in Shakespeare. And, you know, obviously I'm into that. Alwa's Awakening is one that I always think I should like, and I tried it once, and I bounced off it for some reason. Oniken. This is a Shatterhand NES style game. Good stuff. Fenimore Fillmore the Westerner. Originally released in 2004, was the best adventures of the year in different countries and won many awards. Alright. The Book of Unwritten Tales. Here's another point-and-click adventure game that I need to get to. Death Kings of the Dark Citadel. I wish this had cooler, but this box art looks like it was carved out of a lump of poo. Shadows of Doubt. I've been told this is great. This is a procedurally generated murder mystery solver, and I hear it's really, really good. I should try that. This is one that I should try soon. Marvel Lego Superheroes 2. Yep. Onto the shelf a few. Vampire Legends: The True Story of Kislova. Point and click hidden object game. Palia. I did like streaming Palia, and I've dabbled with it a little bit, but not much. More Quake. What the hell do I say about Quake? Like, it is comparable to Quake and Quake. Within VR. Right. Right, I think I tried this once and I couldn't get it to work. Little Acre. This is another point and clicker that I need to play someday. Aura, Fate of the Ages. I remember really liking this. That's a mislike. Angeline Era is extremely high up on my list of games to play. Like, it would technically go somewhere between Ys and La Mulana. Book of Unwritten Tales 2. Okay. Whoop. Moonring. Here's one that, this is a text-based game. And it seems to have an actual ending. Like, people really seem to like this one. I don't know. I think my brain's running out of ideas. Oh, the Mystery of the Druids. Hell yeah. We gotta get this up on the fucking wall. Look at that man. Ah! Yono and the Celestial Elephant. I think this is the game that lost the hardest back when I did voting. Like, nobody whatsoever voted for this game. Was kind of amazing. Curiosity, cat climbing simulator. Yes. Don't need to play that. Lethal League. Rug, this is multiplayer. No, I can't keep... I gotta put stuff up on the thing. I gotta go ahead and put stuff on the shelf. It belongs on the shelf. Warhammer Mechanicus. This is one of the few Warhammer games I really do want to play, because you play as, like, tech priests. Nancy Drew, Shadow at the Water's Edge. I gotta get the Nancy Drew games up and running. I really do. Stargunner by Apogee. That is a shooter. Final Doom. It is Doom. Like, what do I say about some of these? The Witcher. Ooh, nobody knows what that is. The Lab, back when I was doing my VR thing. Worms Armageddon. I was never much of a Worms head. I played the Worms games, I liked the Worms games, but I was never all that into them. 8-Bit Adventures was one of the most unexpectedly heartfelt games I've ever played. Somebody's car alarm is going off outside. Elder Scrolls VR? Everspace 2? God, this looks so good. Very open world, open galaxy shooter. Assassin's Creed Unity. Total War Pharaoh. Speaking of games that I have no idea why I own. Pharaoh Rebirth. I do know why I own this, though. This is an adorable game by, It's by the same people who went on to do Toho Luna Nights, which I just took down. Tesla Effect. Tex Murphy Adventure. The Tex Murphy FMV games are really... I don't know how to describe them. Well, they're FMV games, and they're very, goofy. Like, the third one has James Earl Jones playing God, whom you regularly talk to when you die. He gives you advice, because God is a private investigator. Blue Fire keeps coming up as a game I want to play. It's basically 3D Hollow Knight. The Shape-Shifting Detective, speaking of detective games. That's one I'm really keen on playing. Heretic. Iñero. This is the closest I've ever come to playing an offline ARG. And I think I got absolutely stuck at one point, and I never went back. And I don't know if it will let me, like, wipe my save file and start over. Consummate. Missing World. This is a Cure Department of Small Fresh plot to the Chamber of Secrets escape game. Rich in 18 kinds of endings. A lot of funny content and hidden secrets. Okay, man. I clearly wanted that at some point. This is a hidden object game. I don't need to look at the hidden object game to know that it's a hidden object game. Transpose. VR. Yeah, that figures. I think we'll finish filling out this shelf, and then I'm gonna go eat breakfast. X3. God, the X series. I have always wanted to be good at the X series. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. SteamWorld. I don't know anything about SteamWorld. People say it's great. Blue Fire Voidmaker. Yeah, this is a, creation kit for that game that I just put down. It's Doom 64. There are 64 Dooms now. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call a stop here. It turns out the longest I can yammer about games uninterrupted without my body, like, needing food is about 3 hours. That's a handy thing to know, isn't it? I don't know if we'll come back to this. Like, I do kind of want to keep going. One thing I want to try real quick. Nope, if I expand the room outward, it does lose the poster. That's alright, though. Can I, like, pick things up? One second. No, that just deletes it. That's fine. I'll put a new one in. There we go. He's sitting in the nook. Alright, that's saved, I hope. So yeah, this was fun. If it gave anybody an impression of Boxroom, I would be amazed. But, yeah. Good night. Or goodbye. I'm gonna go eat. And stuff. See y'all later.